Hi everybody and welcome to
The Movie House.
Today we want to talk to you about a little movie called Boeing Boeing from 1965 starring Tony Curtis and Jerry Lewis.
Yes, and it's very interesting. I wasn't sure because from 1965 to 1975 there was a lot of really cute comedies that were put out. Many of these we saw on television growing up, and I wasn't sure if I'd seen this one or not. And as we watched it, I realized I never had, but I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite Jerry Lewis movies. I remember seeing this when I was a kid on Saturdays. They probably played it once a year for 5 years straight, and I probably watched it every time it was on because I know it very well. And it's a lot of fun. It's a very typical mid-60s pre-British invasion movie. Tony Curtis is a correspondent stationed in Paris, France. He's an American who likes the ladies, and his friend Jerry is another correspondent who was in Berlin. Now he's been transferred to Paris. He's looking for a place to stay till he gets settled, and he kind of foists himself on Tony Curtis and messes up Tony Curtis's thing with the ladies.
Yes, because that's the thing, is Tony Curtis likes the ladies so much that he has 3 of them. 3 fiancés.
Yeah, they're all stewardesses and
who work for Boeing Boeing.
And well, they actually work for different ones.
They work for different. That's the plane.
But he's got this timetable. He's got a very intricate system for when one leaves, another one is showing up, and a third one is all still in the air somewhere over the planet. And he just rotates them in and out. And he's got a housekeeper who's great.
Oh, she's fantastic.
Who helps him move stuff around and for each lady as she arrives. And then what upsets the apple cart is both Jerry Lewis and the introduction of the new Boeing super jets.
Right.
That will make them be able to get where they're going a lot faster and messes up his schedule completely.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun, and you get to see, since he's in Paris, of course he has a French fiance, and then he has a German and an English one. So it's really interesting to see the different language, the different foods, and the housekeeper, she's a gem. This poor woman, it's a lot of funny. It's American made, but it has a lot of the good British humor that's more drier than American, more gag on gags concerning words, not physical comedy.
Yeah, and Tony Curtis and Jerry Lewis were really good friends in real life, and you could see that come through in their acting. And they both play the opposite of what they normally are known for. Jerry's very understated, and Tony Curtis is very over the top, and not the suave operator that he normally would play in this kind of a role. He's kind of frazzled, and it's really interesting to watch. A lot of fun, and the morality is very mid-60s
yeah,
too.
It's very mid-60s.
Things are starting to shift to that sort of free love idea, and this is just the tip of the iceberg, I think, in 1965 of it coming through in our movies. And so I can't recommend the morality, but it's a lot of fun. It's very funny, I think. A lot
fast-paced.
Yeah,
it's based on a play.
Thank you.
So I bet the play is fantastic because the timing, and of course a film is a lot different, but I would love to see a revival of this play. I've never heard of it or seen it, but I bet it would be a lot of fun, almost like A Noises Off.
Right, yes, it's very farcical in a lot of aspects, and like you said, timing is very, very important in it, and they do it really, really well, in my opinion, in this movie. It's a lot of fun. It's high energy, moves along very quickly, and I highly recommend it.
Yes, it was fun. It's a fun movie.
Okay, great. There you go. Boeing Boeing, 1965, and this is the last Paramount picture Jerry Lewis made after 17 years of working with them. This is the last one he did with them, and I also read that he and Tony Curtis might have worked together earlier in a little movie you might have heard of called, went right out of my head, the one with Marilyn Monroe.
Some Like It Hot?
Some Like It Hot, thank you.
Oh, he didn't do it though.
He didn't do it because he didn't want to dress in drag.
Oh, okay.
Because they were friends.
That's right.
He probably would have loved to do it, but for some reason he didn't want to dress in drag, and so he said, "No, I'm not going to do it." And it went to
Jack Lemmon.
Jack Lemmon. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a fun movie.
Yeah, another good movie. Maybe we'll get around to that one someday. But Okay, so that's it for us here in
the movie house.
See you next time. Thanks.